Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Bright Hops, and welcome back to Hearts of Iron 4 Equestria at War. We took a bit of a break from this simply because, with the recent DLC being added to the base game, it kind of messed with the mod for a bit. But we're coming back into it now. In the past, we did Equestria itself, Princess Celestia, and all that fun stuff. This time around, we're going to go with the Crystal Empire. Simply because it's still a democratic, well, quote-unquote democratic. It's the equivalent of it, at least, in its Harmony ideology. It's not as big or complicated as Equestria is, so we'll still be able, while still being able to have an impact on the whole war that's probably brewing between them and the Changelings, and possibly Stalingrad as well, depending on how things go. But anyway, for those curious, we have the leader of the Crystal Empire, Princess Cadance, or better known as Princess Cadance. Let's see, harmonic regime, no elections, and it's a royal family ruling. Let's see, to start with, we have our Crystal Heart, which is a literal magical artifact that empowers the Empire, the royal family itself, and Sombra Scare. The return of King Sombra scares many of the ponies living in the Crystal Empire today. Rumours go that the return of Sombra is near, and he is gathering quite a crowd of supporters who want to overthrow the current unlawfully installed royal family. We also have the option of sticking with the status quo, going communist, or going fascist. But anyway, brief history. The Crystal Empire is a new nation in the world's stage. Long ago, it had disappeared following the defeat of the evil tyrant King Sombra. The Empire returned along with his return a few years ago, and was ultimately freed with aid from Equestria. Now under the rule of the Equestrian princess Cadance, many wonder how the Crystal Empire will proceed in these troubled times. Will the Crystal Pony stay loyal to Equestria, or will darkness return once more? Yep, Crystal Empire right here. Historical focus is off. And save and play. Let's get this started. I mean, to be fair, I'm also pretty sure that our last game with Equestria was going to end badly. I mean, we had the Changelings rearing up for a war, we had Stalingrad rearing up for a war with us. It was going to end in a poor way. Alrighty. Okay, a little bit of lore. The Crystal Empire, the Empire of Love. The Crystal Empire was first founded by an ancient princess, an alicorn that stood up for her subjects and strongly believed that love, like friendship, is the greatest gift of all, and that using the power of said love was the key to prosperity. As such, she created the Empire's most ancient and most important relic, the Crystal Heart, which is stored just below the Crystal Palace in the capital, to radiate the power of love across the whole Empire. Not all ponies in the Empire believed in prosperity through love, though. An evil, corrupted unicorn, King Sombra, rose up and claimed the Empire's throne for himself. His dark, twisted magic corrupted the Crystal Heart, furthering empowering his strength and control over the Empire. He ended up enslaving his own subjects through his dark methods, brainwashing them into obedient slaves. With this slave army, he marched south towards Equestria, but was stopped and banished by the royal sisters. The Empire then disappeared for hundreds of years within the thick snow, only to magically reappear a few years ago. Equestria rallied to the Crystal Pony's rescue as the evil spirit of King Sombra returned to the land, still not willing to give up his kingdom. With the combined power of the Crystal Heart, the evil king was once again banished. However, with his returning from banishment once already, one can only hope that he is unable to breach containment once more. After the second banishment of Sombra, Princess Celestia installed Princess Moi Amor Cadance, or simply Cadance, on the throne of the Empire, effectively turning the Empire into a puppet state of its southern neighbor. Princess Cadance is still a popular figure in the Empire, though there is a lot going within the Snowy Empire nowadays, including the birth of a possible heir to the throne, Princess Flurry Heart. The Empire of Ice and Snow is protected through the strength of love and friendship, but how long will the Crystal Heart keep beating? And will the princess hold on to power in this new changing world? Alrighty. So what have we gotten to work with? Crystal Heart, Royal Family, Sombraska, Equestrian Overlord. Bit less political gain, bit less war support, bit less research speed. Alright, Quit has been in a separate state from Equestria in the past, and as such, most of its inhabitants have strong opinions against Equestrian domination. They may tolerate current circumstances for now, but it is an issue that will have to be addressed sooner or later. Okay. First things first, let's have a look at the national focus here. Let's see, we can do some celebrations, which... Let's see, what... Well, this one does give us some political power and all that, which is good, but... Okay. Alright, so it seems that we have some options to play with here. Including... So let's see, from the looks of it, Return of the King, since that's not an option we can do, I think that's an event that can pop up. That would allow us to go towards what is essentially fascism, I think. Well, from the looks of it, anyway. Let's see, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just insane. I guess you can go fascist, but you don't have to, is the thing. And of course we can see the communist branch right there. As well as some proper damn some looks into, well, what is essentially goddamn militarization a bit. But I think where we're going to start is... Let's see, have a soft spot for the family, and her daughter is no exception. A public celebration of her birthday will obviously draw large crowds. Let's see, political power, change in popularity for fascism and communism, modify, but it does give us more stability and political gain, so we'll start there. As for what stuff we're going to learn, yeah, we can start with learning getting a car, why not? Alright. Whoops, nope, not what I was looking for. Let's see, industry. Yep. Production, get that up. Engineering. Research speed, try and get that up too. Let's see, we have civilian factories. What have we... Okay, let's have a look at infrastructure. What do we got? See, we can My current plan is we might as well start by improving resource-rich areas this time around. Let's see, anything else? Oh yeah, that... Actually, yeah, we might boost the mountains up a bit, simply because... Yeah, there is a lot of stuff here we can benefit from. Okay. And divisions. And undersigned divisions.
Our lands must be preserved.
Alright.
Ponies, at the ready.
Okay. Wait. Nope, that's the wrong thing. Nope.
Ponies, at the ready.
Can we...
Our lands must be preserved.
Okay, who... We need a commander? Let's see who we got. General Frost... Not... Let's see, engineer, pony, commando... Yeah, you're actually fairly good. So yeah, welcome aboard.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
And we need a field marshal. Let's see, we have... Field marshal... Shining armor. Let's see, pony isn't good. Royal Guard commander, it's pretty solid. Prince of Equestria, good idea. Defense doctrine, yeah, he's pretty solid as a defender, so... Welcome aboard, you bastard. Alright. Let's have a look, see what have we got. I'm trying to... Okay, we don't actually have
Our lands must be preserved.
things to work with, so we're gonna get some training going in order to try and work up some points so that we can modify our actual forces. And let's get this party started. Oh.
Magic makes us strong.
Yeah, throw them in. And get everyone... Yeah, I guess you guys are training now as well. Good. Good. And... Let's have a look-see. Wait, hang on. Let's see what... Wait, what just... I think a thing just happened, but... Not sure what, so... Let's see, how much are we... Current fuel, how much are we using? Wait, where are we using fuel? See, unless we're selling it, which is probably what's happening, honestly. Let's see, you're kind of weak. Love division. Engineering, but we need... You know what, we'll at least start producing some of these... We'll start producing some things. So at least we have some more armed forces to work with. Going forward. Also production. We only have 2 military factories? Ooh, that's not good. Let's see. And how many civilian do we... How many civilian factories do we have? Let's see. Okay, we have 11. Three of them have been offered up to Equestria. So let's see. 7 of them are filled up with consumer goods. So we only have 4 things actually working towards construction, which isn't great. Not great at all. Alright. We're also losing support equipment, which isn't fun. But there's not a whole lot we can do about that. Okay, anniversary. Anniversary happened. Good. Rumors spread across the Crystal City that there exists a group of ponies that support the old Zomba regime. That is very unlikely, because there are still ponies that have lived under Sombra's tyranny and horror of his enslavement. Lives in the horrors of his enslavement lives in the hearts of the Crystal Ponies. Regardless, a specter of the past haunts the Crystal Empire. Okay, so let's see. You know what? Grand Festival, because it boosts construction speed and getting some more actual bloody... Flurry Heart birthday. Flurry Heart is the baby daughter of our current princess, Cadance, and today she is celebrating her 2nd birthday. Congratulations to the happy family from all the ponies of our vast homeland, the Crystal Empire. Long live the princesses. Wonderful. Let's see, working on that. Research, working on that. Intelligence. Let's see. We can actually build our own intelligence agency. Alright, hang on. New Mail seeks Patreon. An emergency session of the New Mainland's Commonwealth Congress came to a close this morning with a vote of 150 to 76 in favor of seeking immediate separation of government from Equestria. This follows the collapse of negotiations between Equestria and New Mainland on the subject of New Mainland's sovereignty and the poor economic situation that ravages the nation. The vote has been applauded by many as the first true step on the path of independence. The Governor-General and many of the ruling EUP have remained mute on the matter. Let's see. We're going to call the agency Heartland Security. And... yeah, we'll go with a little keep. It's going to take about 30 days for it to be formed, but such is life. An interesting meeting. On one ordinary March day in the Crystal City, you are walking through the streets. You stop near a souvenir shop and glance at the poster behind the front display window. A pony in over-exaggerated, heavy chains languishes in the foreground, while the dark silhouette of King Sombra looms in the background. May tyranny never return to the Crystal Lands, reads the writing. Who would ever pin that in their room, you wonder aloud. Suddenly a young, pretty pony with light, pink-colored fur and a deep, dark blue mane stops nearby as you continue gazing over the poster. You turn and find her quietly staring through the window. I hope he will return one day, she says quietly. What, you ask? Have you never wondered what the Crystal Empire would be like if King Sombra returned, she replied. You look at her, stunned. How? Come join us and find out, she says and puts a note in your hoof. Let's see, I need to take part in this. Are you crazy? I will support the club materially. Throwing that away. You throw the invitation card away. Whirling in the light breeze, it falls down onto the pavement. Are you serious? Why would you want that? He destroyed our country. You don't get to finish as the pony turns away. She gives you a scornful glance as she goes. You turn around and walk away, wishing to forget this incident ever happened. The Emperor is dead. Let's see, that's Emperor Grover V has passed away. Our condolences. Not a lot we can do about that. Let's see, we have decisions available. What can we do? Better question, what can we afford? Military training. Increases experience gain. Yeah, seems good. Alrighty, how are things looking elsewhere? Still early days, and thus not everything hasn't gone to shit yet, so there is that. There is definitely that. Alright.
Ready to do our part.
Okay, you've already been brought into the Kingdom of Wingbody, has declared war on the Kingdom of Wingbody. In response to claims of weakness of the Wingbodian monarchy, a left-wing coalition of communists and socialists has risen to oppose Biccolini's planned march on the capital. With mass defections within the army, the king has called on Biccolini to take command of the remaining forces to take on the rebels. Moderates are polarizing, and both sides will soon see waves of volunteers, leading many expecting a long and violent civil war. So effectively, the communists and socialists basically were upset by the idea that that a military person was going to march on the capital. Okay. Let's have a look-see at... This is the first time I'm really using the intelligence thing, so... Let's see, counterintelligence, agency branches, intelligence, defense, operations, operative training, and cryptology. Let's see, we don't have an operative yet, but... Let's see... We should probably start with training, honestly. Oh, don't have civilian factories to upgrade your agency. Alrighty. See, chance of crewing up with a commando. Traits. Interrogations. You know, we should probably start with just a passive defense. Just counterintelligence. Okay. And we have mechanical engineering, so research is going to go up a little bit. And... ooh. Goddamn. Yeah, mechanical computing. It's gonna be slow, but we kind of need the damn things. Alright. So what's our trade looking like? See, 6 used, we have none available. We're exporting... Goddamn, we are exporting a lot of our stuff. Grand Festival's done. Okay. So that'll give us ability and construction speed. We have finally held our first Grand Festival since the banishment of Somber by the Elements of Harmony. 1,000 years ago, before the disappearance of our empire, it was an annual holiday where we showed the world the beautiful products of our crafts ponies. Rigorously made crystals, durable armors, diamond tips sharp swords, Now we're ready to show the world our strong tanks, precise rifles, swift aircraft, and magnificent goods. Okay. Let's see. Ah, yes, we do need to do some stuff as well. Alright, first things first, Crystal Fair. Because I feel like strengthening our footing a little bit. Let's see, because I do need to strengthen the royal family's position a bit. Because communism is rising in popularity. And that's not a good thing. Okay, operative can be recruited. Let's see, who can we get? Let's see, Drew Rings. Let's see, Star. Let's see, Master Interrogator? And Tough, and we have another tough one. You know what, Star? Welcome aboard. You glorious bastard, better known as Bonbon. And he's contributing to counter-intelligence. So what missions can we give you? Okay, operative has Luna. Oh. So so our thing has been upgraded a bit, so... Let's see, quiet intel network... Propaganda, root out resistance, control trade, and diplomatic pressure. Alright, so... Let's see, we could do some more... things, but... Alright, well, might as well continue building up our defenses so that we can have some better defenses against against espionage. See, Longsword's gone up in a three-way civil war. That's not a surprise, because that always happens, let's be honest. Let's see, promises of peace, anti-fascist raid, anti-communist raids. Let's see, who's their strongest? Okay, we also got basic machine tools. Nice. So that's going to improve our productivity a little bit. Let's see. You know what? We'll go concentrated this time around. Concentrated in industry. We no longer get the effects. Not great, but... Let's see. Equestria wants to provide 10%. Yes? Like, I think that means that they're sending us stuff. I hope. Because we don't have anything. Let's see, Kingdom of Winbadi has capitulated, has gone into exile, and their main forces have capitulated to the United Commies of Winbadi, who are now in control of their home area. Although the struggles between the United Commies of Winbadi and the Kingdom of Winbadi are over, the United is still at all-out war, and the fighting continues elsewhere. Don't really care about that. Alright. see, we can... You know what, we're gonna do some anti-communist... few anti-communist raids, simply because... And, you know what, anti-bloody... Stuff it, we'll get rid of the communists and fascists at the same time. Cancel the Lend-Lease. Okay, so they're not giving us stuff anymore, I take it. Oh well. Such is life, I suppose. Passive defense has been improved as well. Don't have enough civil... You can use... Oh, we don't have enough civilian factories in order to upgrade stuff any further. Still, if nothing else, we have... If nothing else, we at least have some basic defenses. See, active level low. Can't... Alright, so at least, if nothing else, we've made a good start as far as intelligence goes. From what little we have. Crystal Fairs happened. Good. Let's see, can we... Gets planned... Starts planning. Yeah, we need to... Long and stored history, and then it is a stronger to proceed. It only takes a single motion to change the results. So... Okay, let's try and push for harmony a little bit. Strengthen ourselves a little bit. The Crystal Fair is one of the oldest traditions of the Crystal Empire, and it's a shame that we have to ask Equestria for permission and funds to hold the events. Alright, so we sent them a thing. Denied our proposal? What the... Son of a bitch! And because of that, stuff is going to... See, Summer Sun has happened, don't care. God damn it. Yeah, I'm starting to I can sort of understand why... Yeah, because of that denial, that very much... See, Longsword, don't care. Okay, we also finished our trucks. We can now build something. We can now actually build things. Let's see. You know what? We're gonna build ourselves the Cerberus. 'Cause why not? We might as well have a heavy tank. Because if we're going to be fighting defensive wars, then... Because we're most likely going to be fighting defensive wars, we might as well have big and powerful stuff in order that can take shells like no one's business. Alright. But yeah, having that festival denied is not a good thing. New Daring Do book out. That's an event that always happens. Grand Galloping Gala has happened. Okay, we're trying to limit the support of fascism and bloody communism. It's not going well. Well, at least it's being slowed, but it's not necessarily being slowed enough. Resistance in occupied territories. What? New Nova has declared war on who? Oh, on these guys. Who's this? Ah, they're... Oh. Apparently fascist griffins are... Nova Griffonia has declared war on fascist griffins. Nice. Let's see, status quo or new order? You know what? We'll go with the status quo. Simply because we need to... I want to strengthen our position a bit. And I don't really want to go communist. Let's see... Who can we hire? Let's see. Inspirational leader. We can't pick you up yet. Let's see. After... Okay, we have to wait a few years before we can pick her up. Let's see. Legitimate business griff. Fortification engineer. Crystal landscaper. The Ponies Act and... Alright, let's see, Long has contributed. Okay, so what's happening with Longsword? Oh, they're gone, no surprise there. Let's see, Longsword. Oh, the Socialist Republic, so they're very much communist. No surprise. And... these guys are on a line, so... good for them. Wants to provide... Yep, sure, we'll take it. For as long as you're willing to let us have it. We don't have enough support equipment either, which sucks, but... such is life. We also have a bunch of convoys, but we don't actually have a dock to send them from, so... yay. Let's see, Kingdom of... has contributed. I am not entirely sure where that one is, so... let's see, Civil War ends. We will welcome those who flee persecution. Let's see, how is... wait, why are we losing... okay, they've cancelled the Lend-Lease. Of course they have. Let's see, when... bypassed. Winter Solstice, we bypassed a thing. Okay. Alrighty. Might as well continue... oh. You know what? Sure. We'll add a region-wide industrialization integration, gives us more building things. Because why the hell not? Alright, status quo's done. We've bypassed this one, so... I don't think we can do this one anymore. We might not be able to do this one anymore. I'm not sure. Let's see... what can we do? Volunteer brigades... alright. You know, we're going to continue down this path because it gives us... because I can see some factories we can potentially grab. Alright. See, how long is this going to take? Days until construction, a few years. Oh boy. Wait, when? What? See, where's factories? Military, civilian. Alright, we're gonna start building... We're gonna build up some more civilian factories, because Lord knows we need the damn thing. Oh. Alright. How are we gonna do this stuff? On the plus side, the fact that we have a lot of potential power, not a bad thing.
Answering the call.
Oh, we can assign new... Let's see, new Maryland declares independence, so they've gone loose. After months of negotiations, debates in Congress, and mass rallies in the streets, New Maryland has officially announced its declaration of independence from Equestria. The treaty was ratified this morning after a near-unanimous vote in Congress and was signed by the Governor-General and the Equestrian Ambassador. It is the right way for every New Maylander to decide their own fate. The future is now in our own hooves, and our will is not to be dictated by a foreign monarch. Governor-General Jet Set said on national radio. It was followed by an announcement that new elections shall be held in the upcoming months after a period of political campaigning. Okay, you can be leveled up. What can we... Hang on, let's see, Commando... So we could go with supplying, or let's see, attack, defense. You know what, Fortress Buster seems like a good one to pick.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
And mechanical computing's also done. Wonderful. So let's see, radio we can get going. And industry. We're still ahead of our time a little bit, but construction seems like a good pick going forward.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
Right, we're upgrading you. What can we sense? Defensive doctrine. You've already gotten. So what? Charismatic or organization? Yeah, you can be charismatic, you dork. Being able to talk to people.
How do I hold a gun with hooves?
Wait, who's... Oh, that's an equestrian one. Alright. Let's see, Jet Set wins in New Maryland. This morning, Jet Set has sworn in as the first president of an independent New Maryland. The old Governor-General had put himself on a new platform of not just the same, but a keeping of New Maryland tradition and pride. As he was sworn in, he promised the ponies that he would maintain their democratic traditions and preserve the Commonwealth. Despite his record, the ponies cheered him on as he took the oath of office. Has anything really changed? So... Yep, you guys are independent now. Good for you. I'm really hoping that doesn't come and bite you. Winter Moon Celebration. Okay, good for you. See insufficient intel in this area. Don't care. Second Aquilian Revolution. Don't... Okay. So... that's some more Griffin stuff over here. Let's see. Who is this? This morning, Velasia of the Selengard Communist Party. Who is... The former Prime Minister is a staunch believer in the socialist ideals and is expected to continue the current collectivist policies. So, not the worst thing ever. Because I think with her, let's see... Yeah, so Sevilli is in charge. So... yeah. Not the bad way to go. Definitely not a bad way to go, especially because she is a lot less... well, she's not as warlike as bloody Sinister is, so... we have so that's a benefit. That is a benefit to us. Let's see, let's see, the family's done a thing. The story of Moy Amor family. A new biography of Princess Moy Amor Cadance has hit bookshelves this morning, and it has sold like hotcakes. The biography details her life from her time as an orphan Pegasus, to her ascension, to her marriage, and finally to her rule of the Crystal Empire. What is most surprising about the book is the candid nature of the writing. Very little is kept private, and the words describe a sincere image of a kind family mare, warts and all. The struggles depicted in the biography have renewed interest in the royal family among crystal ponies, including a greater solidarity with the Moy Amor family and the Equestrian crown. Nice. Let's see, see, what happens if we do this? Let's see, subject to another country, ruling is harmony, if we do this, change in popularity of harmony, or we can go with independence. Referendum for independence. Or we can strengthen ties. At which point, let's see, what happens if we go this route? Strengthen ties, filters. Deep integration, so we would get bonuses to industry. And in the end, we could effectively go Moyenor forever. You know what? First things first, I think we do need to start bloody moving towards some free factories. Because that would be useful.
Ready to do our part.
We can now also produce heavy tanks. Nice. And you know what? We might as well also go anti-air as well. Yep, that's done. Yes, more Griffin infighting. Because why the hell wouldn't they? Let's see, who have we... Just checking, what armies have we got? Royal Guard, divisions, love divisions. Alright. And we can also produce armor divisions if we wanted to, but not what we're after at the moment. Alright, we'll start with infantry, which improves our combat width, I think. Hang on. Artillery and... artillery. Actually, hang on. We'll start with more infantry, and then we'll have a back row of artillery and anti-tank. I think seems like a good starting move. Alright, we also... Alright, we don't actually have enough military factories in order to actually produce artillery. Shit. You know what? It's fine. It's fine. We'll start with the volunteer forces, and then we'll get some free factories, and we can mess around with that. Develop some. Can we upgrade this? Oh, we have to wait a bit. I think we have to unlock it with our focuses a bit. Not a whole lot we can do about the whole Sombra Scare thing. That is literally a bloody equestrian check tree. See, they've formed a white piece. Don't care. What are they doing? Let's see. Don't care. Once again. Okay, expedition forces are done, so they seek strength in numbers. Let's see, they've formed a thing. I think we've gained...
Our lands must be preserved. Ponies at the ready.
Unassigned divisions of the Volunteer Brigade. Let's have a look what you've template. Okay, you're just basic militia, but we'll work on you. We need, we have to actually go through the rest of this stuff. Alrighty. Engineering. We'll start there. It boosts the research speed of some of our stuff, so... Okay, just checking. How is... So you're still going... Well, if nothing else, at least our masters, our lord and masters are apparently heading towards stability, which is good. If nothing else. We're not going to have a civil war break out with them anytime soon. At least I hope we don't have a civil war breaking out with them anytime soon. Because we really don't need it. Radio's done. Nice. Oh, we can bypass Equestria Games. Alright, we don't have to host that. Nice. Yeah, radio detection. Go for it. So yeah, we don't have to host it now because because Equestria did it for us. And we can finally modify the government. Let's see. Factory output, stability, and efficiency. Legit business, Griff. Go ahead, because we need because if he helps us being able to build factories and stuff faster, that would be great. But uncertain times, they've capitulated, don't care. Construction. Woo. Construction level 2 can get started as well. Oh, we're about to get towed artillery. Fun. Alright. Yeah, we need industrialization. We need it bad. Alright. Artillery upgrade. Go ahead. Because having some more factories would be great. Successful Revolution. Artillery Republic has shown up. Somewhere. Ah, here. Griffins are still fighting each other. Oh, I think the Yaks are at war with each other. Huh. Alright. Pricks. It looks like the Kingdom of Yakistan is winning. Or at least bigger. Yeah, we'll start military training again. Seems pretty good. Ah, boy. Oh, we actually need to have bloody things produced before we can, well, create another army. But yes, we'll have a proper armored support army built relatively soon. As soon as we have some goddamn factories we can work with. Should be fantastic if we could. Okay, we have factories. National focus. One of the following. Oh, we have to actually pick one of these two before we can move further down. Let's see. Oh, we can... Yeah, crystal strength. We need more. Factories would be good. Factories would be very good. Let's see, construction, we have... Okay, we have more factories, so... Yay. Production. We don't have more military factories, but we're having more civilian ones. Which is at least a start. Yeah, they've declared war. War were declared. Wait, what's... Ah, Equestria is currently the spy master of the United Ponies Alliance. Fair enough. And I'm fairly certain that we keep losing factories. Just as soon as we get them... Yes, as soon as we get civilian factories, they're just being lost to civilian and overlord purposes. God damn it. Radio detection. Good. It's a little bit ahead of its time, but stuff it. We're going computing. We're going to get ourselves a computing engine. And we might as well stick on the screen because construction's about to kick in. See, they've capitulated. Construction. Or better construction. And that's my little alarm for time for finishing this up. Oh. Yeah. I might as well have more factories and such. Let's see. Oh, Return of the King. Okay. We need to build up enough political power to crack down on these bastards. Removes national spirit, somber scare. Alright. Because let's see that. Because it's not a huge thing, but it is slowing us down, and the possibility of Sombra returning and starting a goddamn civil war, not good. Not good at all. But we'll crack them as soon as we can. Let's see, Changelings are doing their thing. Nova Graphonia is still going okay. Changelings are winning their war against the Dia. Which isn't particularly great.
Ponies at the ready.
Okay, crystal strength's now up. Fantastic. And it can coincides with actually upgrading some of our stuff. Alright, what do we want to do? Yeah, we'll go heavy tank destroyer, why not? So this is civilian factories added. See, grants modern society, which grants industry and electronics research up. Okay. Actually, hang on. First things first. You know what? We'll go subordination to Equestria simply because it gives us some bonuses. And it turns its negative stuff into positives, for the most part. And as they say, together we're united is better than you stand united, you stay together. Ugh, I'm screwing that up. But who cares? Oh. So, okay, so she's very much... Because of the way that they're going, the path they're going is still very much going to be communist, but communist in a positive way. Whereas if they'd gone General Secretary Darkwing, they might have become a subject of Equestria. Alright, the deer are gone. So the changelings are now in charge. Let's see, there's a border or a river? Yeah, that's a river. At least that looks like a... Yep, there's a river. And we can now build heavy tank destroyers. Nice.
Want to build a snow fort?
Alrighty. First things first, we're going to develop a front line. No. Cancel that. Can't.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us. Moving out.
Hang on. How do we cancel stuff? Again? Oh. Delete order, delete order.
Neither snow nor rain can stop us.
Alright. So, offensive line. Alright. So right click and... Okay, so we're going to be defending our border initially. Rather than try and encapsulate the whole Equestria border as well, because that is just madness. Let's see, because... How do we want to do this? You know what? Superior firepower seems the way to go. Or... Yeah, it does. Because it's definitely an artillery thing. Alright, things have saved. We're still building up for Boost kicking out the king. Alright, this does need to get... We do need to deal with this sooner or later. Because that crap needs to go. Anyway, I think at this stage, though, we might just call it here for now. So yes, the Crystal Empire shall rise to be a loyal ally of Equestria in its own right. But until then, my name is Bright Ops, and I look forward to hearing from you. Take care.